Hi guys, welcome back to Seraphsworld, and today I'll be discussing a few things that I wish I knew at 13. Before we get started in the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments some video ideas you guys want me to do in the future. Also, let me know how's your summer going so far. I'm pretty sure summer isn't over technically, but summer is almost over because school is coming back. Let me know if you guys are ready for school. I know school is a very interesting topic to talk about, but you can't run away from it. We all gotta go to it. I gotta go to school. I'm in person. I don't do online school, so I do have to suffer too. So let me know how you guys feel about starting a new school year. What grade are you going to, and if you're excited? I'm going into my junior year. I'm pretty excited. I heard that it's going to be extremely stressful and work-wise in school, but I will try to do as much as I can, put as much effort as I can into it, and just do my best, and that's all I can really do. I have a lot of help, I have a lot of resources, so I know that I won't be alone. And I'm also going to try to be a little bit more like out there and open, and trying to make more friends and just be social, more of a social butterfly this year. I was kind of like an introvert, like a big introvert last year, unless I was spoken to. Like, I will only talk if someone spoke to me first, which is like, to get out there, you gotta be able to open up and speak first, because you never know who you will meet and become friends with. In high school, I don't really expect to keep the friends that I have in high school. I know that when I get older and we all separate and do our own thing in life, that people are gonna grow and move away from each other, and that's perfectly fine, but I do wanna have a grounded friend group or friends in high school just to get me through, and somehow I can help them get through high school as well. If it's a bit loud, I am currently at a skate park. I kind of want to change up my scenery because, I wanted to change up my scenery because I love doing videos in my room, but I feel like I need to be out. Especially a video like this, I would rather be out and be in nature and be outside. I've been doing a lot of, I've been trying to touch grass recently and retouch with myself because I've been needing a break from people and like everything, and I just need a way to get out, and this park has always been a way of just me getting out and just getting outside of the house and getting away from people. I remember when the school first started, I would come here almost every day. I got my first skateboard. I didn't really like skate as much. I tried to. It's really hard to me, but I'm not gonna quit. But I did used to come to this park a lot, and it helped me get through a lot. I don't think I made any friends, but I made some people that they're familiar with my face, so I would say hey to, but I would love to try to make friends at this park. Let me know if I should start a skating series where I learn how to skate with you guys. I feel like that would be fun and just something new and interesting to show you guys. So enough of the yapping, let's get straight into the things I wish I knew at 13. Before we even get started into the topics, I want to just describe who I was at 13. I was still the same person that I am. I don't think I changed that much. I think I just kind of experienced a little bit more and kind of emotionally more emotionally more mature due to those experiences and due to things that I've kind of learned over the years. I was 13 3 years ago. That was in 2022. I remember 2022 as being a fun year, especially during the summer. It was when Stranger Things came out. I had my friend group. I was always talking to someone. We were always on the FaceTime. I was always playing Roblox. I was very kid, and I wasn't rushing trying to grow up or do things to make me feel like I was a teenager. I feel like 13 is an age where you're a teenager, but you're also just leaving from like being a kid. So it's kind of, you're still grasping that feeling of being a child. And me, I was that. I was still trying to grow and grasp as getting older and coming of age as a teenager. But I don't really quite remember anything negative at 13. I got my first period at 13. I remember, I think it was like February of 2022. I I wasn't scared. I wasn't like, oh my gosh. I was just like, oh, I got my period, finally. I was kind of like concerned. I remember my mom told me she got her period at 13, so I always just expected myself to get my period at 13 as well. Yeah, so I got my first period. I felt my body changing. I think my body wasn't literally like different from how it is now. I probably got a little bit taller, and my breasts probably got a bit bigger since then, but I don't think like much of a difference have changed. I think I still wear the same shoe size. I still kind of look 13 in a way. So, but yeah, I was still awkward. I was just an awkward black girl and trying to come of age of being 13 and being a teenager, and it was a challenge. It was weird, and middle school was a very weird place for me. I was still trying to figure out who I was and what I liked. I went through, a lot of people say like they went through a phase where they didn't know about their sexuality. I went through a phase with my sexuality as being asexual. I thought for a long time, until I was like, I think like 15, I thought I was asexual. And if you want to dive deep into what that is, you can look it up yourself. I was still a lot uneducated. I just kind of just thought I was this thing that I didn't know anything about, and I'm not that. So I feel like a lot of us at that age kind of go through this identity crisis and just kind of like put labels on each other just to make us feel like we know what we are, but I didn't know anything. I did think I was asexual. I didn't know I was an attraction to guys, like boys. That time was just weird, and I didn't know if I really liked boys. And it's not like I liked girls, it was just like I didn't know if I liked anything. And until when I was about 15, I kind of felt that attraction towards someone for the first time like ever, and it kind of took a toll on me because I didn't know how to feel, and I was feeling all of these emotions that I never felt before. I've had a crush on someone, but I've never like liked someone, and this person liked me first, so it was crazy. It was like, you like me? What? Oh my gosh, I'm feeling all these emotions, I'm feeling everything at once. Oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. And I kind of fell really deep for them, and I've grown so much from that person, and it's just a year ago, but I have grown a lot from being 15 and understanding that I do have attraction towards people, and I wasn't just weird. I thought I was very strange. I thought something was wrong with me because I didn't like anybody. Like, I had crushes, right, but I didn't like anybody, and I thought I wasn't really like attracted, like not really attractive to guys, not in like an insecure way. It was just like more so like I didn't think like guys really liked me, not in like a way of like I don't think guys really like me, but I genuinely was like I don't think boys like me. But you know, things happen, things change, and I've learned a lot from that experience and being that in that mindset. I don't believe in that now. I know that I do find attraction in guys, and I find attraction in people, and I'm pretty sure people out there find attraction towards me. But it took a lot, and I'm glad that I finally feel somewhat sure of myself. I'm still growing, and I'm still coming of age into that, so yeah. That's really how I was around that age, around that time period. Yeah, I don't remember myself being really insecure. I don't remember myself being really like sad. I think I was going through a lot of things emotionally and mentally, but I don't think that it was anything negative. It was just like genuinely just coming of age. And I feel like it was just kind of a Kennedy event that everyone pretty much go through. All right, now we're gonna get into the actual things that I wish I knew at 13. I have my handy dandy journal. I thought I lost my journal or someone took it today, and I was about to freak out because I have some things in here that I don't want anyone to see ever. I don't even want to see it myself. Sometimes I would like write things and I tell myself to never open this page until years later or until I feel quite sure of myself. So yeah. All right, things I wish I knew at 13. You don't have to have everything figured out. I was very like just getting into like trying to be a YouTube creator, it wasn't really, it was by choice, but it was just like, okay, everyone around me is doing it. I have this big opportunity. I'm on YouTube. I'm acting on a YouTube channel. It's like, I have to do it at this point. So I was kind of like pushing myself to do it, but it didn't feel like a job. It felt like, okay, I'm posting videos and having fun. And then I wasn't doing it for money. Over time, I felt like I've kind of gained to just do it for money because a lot of things changed. A lot of people started looking at me and following me and like being a fan of me. So I was like, okay, I gotta do it now. But at that age, I was just doing it for fun. Like, it felt fun, it felt entertaining. It was like, I didn't care about how I looked. I didn't care about what people say about me. And then I didn't really get much hate. So it was just like, oh, people like me and I'm having fun, and I couldn't wish for anything better. But I was very trying to make myself kind of have things figured out and like really just I felt like I needed to have my life together, and my life was not together. I was in a transition of moving back in with my dad. I think during 2020 through like 2021, I was living with my mom, and then we moved back in with my dad. So I was still just like, my life was not figured out. My life was not, you know, put all together, and a lot of things were happening and changing, and I felt very different, and that kind of forced me to kind of feel like I needed to have things structured. But I was 13 and I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew whatever I was doing was right. And I still have that feeling now that whatever I'm doing, I don't quite know what I'm doing at all, but I know what I'm doing is right, so that's all that really matters. Be a kid. That was one of the things that I didn't have struggle with. I did not care I was very just like mature for my age at any age. Because as a kid, as a youngest daughter, I grown up around a lot of older people, a lot of older kids. All of my siblings are older than me. All of my friends are pretty much older than me. All of my cousins were older than me. I had no one close to my age. So I kind of had to adapt to an environment of being a little bit more mature for my age, being able to fit in with them. And it wasn't like a thing where I forced myself to do it. It kind of just like happened. Like, I just did it over time. But yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, but I didn't have a problem with being a kid. I was very childlike. I was very childish, but I was still very mature. I could get along with older people. I could kind of maneuver and be my age. But yeah, I didn't have a problem with being a kid. But to you guys, I feel like now it's like I would see 13-year-olds, and I was into makeup. I was into crop tops and stuff like that. That doesn't mean that you're not being a kid. I feel like mentally you have to know that you're still a kid and just go with time. I wasn't trying to force to grow up or be older or make myself look older or put this persona that I'm 15 at 13. No, I didn't really have that issue. I was like, I'm 13, I'm gonna have fun, I'm a kid. That was it, so yeah. Nothing will matter in 5 years. Honestly, I did not know this term at 13. 13, I did not have this thought in my head of like, nothing will matter in 5 years. I did not have that view. That was not the way I thought. I'm kind of just telling myself this now, that nothing will matter in 5 years. It haven't even been 5 years. I have 2 more years to say that, oh yeah, it's been 5 years. But I haven't even been, you know, I haven't even hit the 5-year mark. So I'm still telling myself this now, that whatever I'm going through, whatever the person that I am right now, I know for a fact that it won't matter. It necessarily won't. I'm not gonna say it won't matter. I'm gonna say that it won't be relevant, and you know, you won't be the same person. And I know for a fact I'm not gonna be the same person that I am right now. I'm not gonna be the same person in 5 years. I know for a fact I'm gonna be more and better for myself. I know that. And I'm delusional about it. I'm delusional about everything that I'm passionate about in life. I know that I'm gonna be something. I know that I will create a life for myself because I'm delusional about it, and I'm gonna make it happen. And there's no one or nothing that can make me stop or make me not wanna do it. And people who have that mindset, they win in life. And yeah, I've learned that people will call you crazy, people will call you stupid, people will call you dumb, People call you all these type of things because you have a way of thinking and you know you're very sure of yourself. And then when you prove that, it's like they can't say anything. So it's like, yeah. But I tell myself this now, nothing will matter in 5 years. Yeah, I still tell myself this. The heartbreak that I go through, the pain that I go through, the struggle that I go through mentally, physically, around me and my family and my friends, all of that struggle, it won't necessarily matter in 5 years. And I'm gonna be sure that it doesn't matter in 5 years, because it could matter in 5 years, the way my life goes, the way it happens, but I know it's not. So yeah, don't expect anything from people. I felt when I was 13, I didn't really expect things from people. The only thing I expected was like kindness. Like I had a very different way of thinking, and I was still like I said, a child, so I still thought like a child at times. And the way I was brought up in my childhood, I was very confident in who I was, very confident in my skin. I remember my sister, she would tell me, like, I would talk to myself in the mirror and be like, I was very sure of myself, but I wasn't like cocky or ego or vain. I was more so just like confident. And I felt like over time, that confidence kind of scaled down. I still try to remain as best as confident as I can, but I am very insecure at the moment, and I don't know my self-worth all the way there, but I know one day I will, and that's all that really matters. But sometimes I kind of just got to bring myself back to being a kid and think about the way I would think. I was very, very confident, very sure of myself. I knew I was going to be a star. I would tell myself, it was crazy. I used to do this prayer in the mirror every day. I think it was during like 2019 and 2020. I remember it was in my mom's bathroom. It was after the shower. I was very girly, not girly, but I was very just like, I loved showers, I loved nail polish, I loved like soap, like I loved like clean things. I was very just a clean kid. Well, my room was dirty, but I was still like a clean kid. And I loved perfume. Perfume and purses were my top two favorite things, and lip gloss. But I remember I used to tell myself, I was like, I'm gonna be something in life. I'm gonna be an actress. I'm gonna make that happen. I am. I would never say I wish. I used to say I wish, but then I said I dream, and I am. I would always speak as a manifestation type of way at a young age, and I would even write it in a book. I still have the journal. I'll write it in the book, and over time, I'm seeing that it's happening, and my thought process is kind of changing. Do I want to be this? Is it still what I want to be? And yes, I still have this desire to be an actress. I love acting, but is famous being the thing that I want to be? I seen a quote from Jim Curry yesterday. It was on Instagram. It was like, I hope people wish and dream for money and fame until they realize it's not what they want. And I felt like, as a kid, I didn't wish to be rich or anything like that. I dreamed of being an actress. I dreamed of being something. And I still have that dream. But being famous, and I'm not even gonna say rich, because wealth does come with a lot, and it comes with another lot. I wanna be stable. I don't really care for being rich or famous. The more I've grown up, and I'm glad I'm realizing this now at 16, that being famous is not it. Like, you can either be famous for good things or bad things, and it doesn't even matter. Just like, sometimes I kind of like, I wouldn't even regret that I do this now on YouTube or anything like that, or I have a support or people watch me, but over time, like, I'm starting to realize it's not really what I want, and it never really was what I wanted. I never really wanted to be famous. I just wanted to be an actress, and people watch me, and you know, and I show my talent. That was the main thing. You can be a fan of it, you can support me, but I didn't want to be famous. Like, I don't know how to really explain it. And like I said, over time, it kind of changed. Like, I don't think I quite really want to be famous, and there's nothing I can really do about that now, but I do hold a lot of power in my image and who I am as a person, as a teenager. I'm still coming of age. I make mistakes on the internet. I post things and then I regret it, and then it's like, oh my gosh, my digital footprint is gonna be so bad. Like, my digital footprint is gonna be so bad. But at the end of the day, we're all people, and I'm not a perfect human, and I don't have a fictional life. I forget that people online look at me as a fictional character. They don't even see me as a person. So, yeah, I don't think famous is really the word for me anymore. I don't find anything out of being famous. I don't even like to say I'm famous. I just like to say I'm known. I don't even like to call myself an influencer. But yeah, I was very passionate in my dream and my thing that I wanted to do in life. And I'm still very passionate of it. It just changed over time, and my view process changed a lot, but I'm never gonna not be passionate of what I wanna be in any aspect. So, your body is still changing. I don't think I had much of body dysmorphia. I think I did have a little bit in maybe like my weight and my size, not really like my face. I was okay with my face. I was never insecure about my face until getting older. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing all these different faces, and now I'm like comparing myself, and but comparison is the root to evil. Like it's really evil. It really does kill you inside, comparing yourself. So I kind of just, it's hard not to. I still do it, but I try to snap myself out of it when I'm comparing myself to anything or anybody, or yeah. But my body is still changing. Your body is still changing. If you're 13 right now, let me know in the comments. Write down in the comments if you're 13 currently. But yeah, your body is still changing, okay? You're still coming of age. Your body's not gonna look like that forever. Even though my body still looks the same as when I was 13, your mind changes to where you grow into it. And yeah, I don't really remember having a lot of face dysmorphia. I think I had a lot of body dysmorphia. I was kind of insecure about being skinny. And as a kid, it's always like, you're either too big or you're too skinny. It's never like, or you're thick, or you're too thick, or you're too this, you got too much butt, or you got too much breast, or it's crazy. It's like, what? Can we just live? Like, you either don't have a butt or you have a butt. And if you don't have a butt, you're flat and you're a pancake. And then if you do have a butt, you're thick and you think you're grown. What? That makes no sense to me, like, whatsoever. And as a kid, I was always told, like, I need to eat. And it was crazy, because it was like, I did eat. I ate. I could eat. I didn't eat, like, heavy, but I still ate. Like, I still got full. And it was like, that's just my body. Like, I'm just skinny. And over time, it made me feel weird about myself, because why am I getting told to eat more because I'm skinny, Yeah, I was always kind of, had a lot of positive body positivity growing up, so I didn't really have much of that issue, but I still had it at some point. You will find love. Yeah, at 13, I think I was, I don't know, I just didn't really know. I always told myself that marriage was a scam and I was never gonna get married. Not like in a way of like I was never gonna find love, but more so like I didn't want to get married because the thought of it, I didn't really have it in my life. I didn't have a lot of figures. My mom and my parents weren't married. I never got to see them in love, so kind of always had this thought like, oh, I'll probably will be that too, but that's not the case. I do someday believe that I'll get married and I want to find that in me, but I think that comes with age and that comes with life. But yeah, I'm still trying to tell myself this. I feel like these things are all the things that I'm telling myself now. You will find love. I'm telling myself this now. I will find love. And yeah, it's really hard though. At 13, I don't think I really like believed in love. I was more so like self-love, but I didn't really care for that stuff. I didn't care for relationships and shit like that. I just was like, whatever. Oh, I just got a boyfriend. Okay. I wasn't really like into all that stuff. And even now, like even when I started to like someone for the first time, and I realized I act very different. I'm a different person when I'm in love with someone. And it's kind of crazy because I self-sabotage it. Because sometimes my brain tells me I'm not worthy of love. And it makes me just like ruin it. I gotta do every possible thing to ruin it, make them hate me, because I believe that I'm not worthy of it. But someday that that relationship with myself would change and I'll grow out of that thought process. I ruined a lot in people and relationships. Not in relationships, I've never been in a relationship. Well, I have been in a relationship, but in a relationship, I ruined a lot, and I felt like it was all my fault. And I still believe that, but I know, hopefully they know, that it's all out of love, and everything that I said was not true. And it was also kind of just out of like projecting. So, yeah. Hopefully one day I'll be stable enough to be in a relationship with someone. I don't think I'm stable at all. I'm kind of crazy when I like someone and it makes me a person that I don't want to be. So I would rather not be in love with someone to not go through that. I don't like the person that I am when I like someone. I want to like myself when I like someone. But it's crazy because I end up loving them too much. Loving them more than myself. It's crazy. But I know I will find love, and you'll find love. And that love starts with you. You have to love yourself. Forgive yourself. And even if the world doesn't seem to forgive you, people forgive you, you gotta forgive yourself. Always. Just forgive yourself. I'm gonna forgive myself. I did a lot of things that I regret and I'm kind of, afraid of, but you gotta forgive yourself. Stay pure in your heart. Yes, stay pure in your heart. Stay pure in your heart. That's all I'm gonna say for that. Stay pure. Be yourself. Even if nobody likes it. I'm telling myself this now because I've kind of changed who I was to fit in and make people like me. But be yourself. Be secure with yourself. Trust upon your own decisions. That's all I'm gonna say for that one because I don't really have much to say. But stay pure to your heart. Stay pure to your soul. And yeah. But take your time. Stop trying to rush through time and stop trying to rush through everything in life, in school, and people. Just take your time. Please just take your time. I'm telling myself this now. I'm honestly talking to myself right now. Take your time. No, don't be in a rush for anything. I remember when I was headed to LA, I was such in a big rush. And the thing is, my dad wasn't, which I'm very irritated of that because my dad he takes his time and, he's not the type of person to be on time ever. And as a child, that kind of made me like, I'm always got to be on time. I always need to be on time. I never need to be late. And I missed my flight because he took his time. And I wasn't really angry at my dad. I was just like, why did you do that? But everything worked out. I had an opportunity in LA I'm not going to speak on it because it's still in process, but I had somewhat of an opportunity to do something there that was exciting, and I was excited for it, and I had to be on time for it. But when I missed my flight, it pushed us a lot back to where I missed it. But in reality, that opportunity came back, and it actually came back better than it would have been in LA. So with just my dad made me missing my flight, it opened another opportunity for me. And it's a crazy way of thinking, like, oh, my dad missed a flight, but it is true. And I'm still kind of like irritated of my dad doing that because I wish he didn't take his time. It's such a big pet peeve when people are late, but I had to realize that if he didn't do that, then I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't say I wouldn't have the opportunity, but the opportunity wouldn't be as big and bold as it is now. And I'm super grateful and I'm excited. And I'm praying and hoping that everything works out the way it should. And yeah, so I'm a very just on time type of person, even though recently I have not been on time for anything. But I try to make myself feel like I need to be on time, I need to be structured, I need to be this, that. And then it's like, when I'm not on time, everything just like falls into pieces. But you have to realize that time is an illusion and it's fake. I might sound like a complete weirdo, but it is. None of it exists. So I'm trying to rush through time and rush through living. And when you think about time, honestly, the thought of time is just like, it would be days where I'm just like always looking at the clock and it's like, why is time moving so fast? But time doesn't exist. The sun goes up and then it goes down. That's the way I look at it. But that's it. I'm done talking. I'm kind of ready to eat some cake. I think I'm gonna go try this bakery out, this famous bakery in Birmingham. Yeah, I'm gonna go try that out, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so, so much. Know that everything that I do and that I try to do is genuine and pure to my heart. I hope that you take every bit and piece of this and take it and run with it and remember it, even if you have to write it down in a journal, in notes, in anything. Please just remember, if you're 13 right now, even if you're older than me, I'm pretty sure all of this stuff is relevant for any age besides the kid thing. If you're 40 and you're watching this and I said just be a kid, don't be a kid, but still have a kid heart. I feel like everybody at heart is a kid, you know? So, thank y'all for watching. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to always make it your world, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you.